Alright, I'm going to begin right now. So, as we know, last week, 10 days ago exactly, on January 6th, the Capitol was breached, and since then, everybody is pissed at Trump. This is a poll from NPR. Apparently, overall, 58% of people think President Trump is to blame for what happened at the U.S. Capitol. Among Democrats, 92% say so. Among Republicans, 17% say Trump is responsible. Among independents, it's 55%. Okay? So that's a pretty good range of people who think Trump is responsible. Wow, okay, that's bad. Only 20% of Republicans think their 2020 election were accurate. Alright, so since then, Trump has basically been canceled from life because douchebag, I'm just gonna call it douchebag, has since dropped Trump. They say he owes them more than $300 million because he's a terrible businessman, and that's what he does. So they were just like, I think after this Capitol where I work, we're just gonna let him go, which has to make Trump peeved. Also, he's banned from Twitter, so he can't tweet about this, so that's gonna make him peeved. Now, the other day, the My Pillow guy just came out of Trump's office, and someone caught a picture of his notes, and here is what they transcribed to have said. Now, as acting national security advisor, him getting the evidence of as the election and all information regarding people he knows who already have security, the massive research on these issues, Fort Meade, he is an attorney with cyber and is in speed with election issues. Insurrection, that's a question where we don't act, is now as a result of the assault on the martial law is, if necessary, upon the first hint of any. So he might enact martial law after the attack. That's scary. Up foreign interference in the election, trigger powers make clear this is China, Iran, use domestic actors, obstruct frank evidence on the broad account line cause. So I'm going to go into conspiracy theory mode, okay? None of this is verifiable. None of this is true or has been verified as of true. But here's what I'm going to say might be possible. Do not take my word as fact, but I'm just throwing some thoughts out there. Okay. So, the other day, Mike Pompeo said Iran is the new Al-Qaeda base. Okay? Which is bullshit and is a lie because Al-Qaeda hates Iran, okay? Why would they base in Iran? That is stupid. That is a lie. He is trying to get us into a war with Iran right before Trump leaves, so Biden has a mess to clean up, okay? Now, what I'm also thinking is possible, that one's definitely possible, but here's what I think is also possible. If we look here, it says, make clear it's China or Iran, foreign interference, use domestic actors, and trigger powers. I'm thinking that Trump could possibly start a war with Iran mid this and use his emergency powers that he claims to have had. I doubt he has this, but he's going to try to say he has emergency powers to stay in office. What I would call this is basically pulling what Palpatine did at the end of Attack of the Clones, okay, where he gets someone to call for emergency powers so he stays in power. Again, he probably can't, I'm going to say he cannot do this, okay? Okay? Also, after the Capitol attack, there are just National Guardsmen piling up in the Capitol, okay, because they suspect another attack will happen either this week or sometime around Inauguration Day, which is this week, actually. So, this is me, crazy conspiracy theory, but I think it's possible that we've heard that some National Guardsmen were in on the attack. Like, you've seen photos of policemen also storming the Capitol and going along with it. What if a bunch of these National Guards just decide, fuck it, I'm going to turn on the government and fight for Trump's side? And help with the insurrection. I know that's crazy. It probably wouldn't work, but it would do a shit ton of damage. Yeah, so that's insane. There have been some reports that the Capitol attack was partially an inside job. So, Laura Boebert, she is a new congresswoman-elect. She believes in Q, so that shows that we're sending our best and brightest to Congress. During the Capitol attack, she tweeted, "We are locked in the House chambers. The speaker has been removed from the chambers." She was tweeting out the locations of where they are during the Capitol riots. That is insane. I think she should definitely be barred, like, from anything. Like, that needs to be punished. And I know Ayanna Pressley said the emergency button, panic buttons were removed from Ayanna Pressley's office days before the Capitol riot happened. Yeah. So, that's scary. Like, that someone had to be an inside job or, like, something like that. So, that's insane. I don't know why this page isn't loading. Sorry about that, guys. Why is there a Tucker Carlson video there? Yeah. Panic buttons installed in Ayanna Pressley's congressional office were torn out before the rioters stormed the Capitol last week, her staff has said. So, what the fuck? That shows some inside job shit. But the Democrats are moving forward with impeachment offers. So Mitch McConnell is said to be pleased about impeachment, believing it will be easier to purge Trump from the GOP. So last week, corporate funding basically dropped out and said we're not going to give funding to the quote-unquote treason caucus. That's like people like Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley who are obstructing the results of the election. And so Mitch wants that money. He wants to be the money man, okay? So that's not going to look good for him. So he thinks the best way to get rid of that Trump image is to basically just, okay, I'm going to convict Trump. And after that, they can also bar Trump from running again so they don't have to worry about it being crazy in Trump 2024. Okay? So that's something they can do. They can also use the 14th Amendment to bar Trump from office because he incited an insurrection and then comforted it there afterwards. So, yeah, I don't know why that's not being discussed as much, but they can easily do that. It only requires a majority to do it. I think Reuters did an article about it. Although it is in conflict of saying that they can they can do the 14th Amendment. Never mind, forget that. But Reuters has a good article on it. So, yeah, that's my conspiracy thinking that either Trump is going to start a war and declare emergency powers, or some of these guardsmen are going to turn on Biden and the country, basically, and just be like, you know what, we're going to do a coup. And it's a conspiracy, and I'm just saying shit that don't make no sense, and I'm just spewing nonsense. Do not take my word for it. Do not spew me as an official source. I'm just an idiot in a bedroom. But it's just me putting out some information. Okay? Actually, I shouldn't say information. I should just say theories, if you will. Okay. Yeah. So that's my conspiracy shit. Oh, there were also some claims that Lauren Boebert gave tours of the Capitol a week before the insurrection. So there's a little sketchy thing that maybe she gave tours to the people who were in the insurrection. I think people in the tours later became insurrectionists. I'm not entirely sure. I think she has since denied claims that she gave tours. But then again, she also believes in Q, so she's got kind of a crazy background. Yeah, she's crazy. So yeah, that's everything. Just wanted to catch you up on that. So just to recap, Pompeo says Al Qaeda is in Iran. They are not. That is bullshit. They hate Iran. Okay. There are these notes from My Pillow Guy who says emergency powers, move Kash Patel to CIA acting, Bill Olson, Sidney Powell, all that. That's crazy. I don't know why Trump's trying to get advice from the My Pillow guy on political shit. He's a pillow dude. There's National Guardsmen who I have a crazy theory that they might turn on Trump and not turn on Trump, go with Trump, act with Trump's favor, and try to do a coup via the National Guard. But I don't know about that. That's kind of a crazy theory, and it's just me okay. Mitch McConnell has turned on Trump because of money. Okay. And that's good for us, in that Mitch McConnell might convict Trump, and that would be the end of Trumpism for a bit. But it's clear he's just doing this because of money. Okay. Majority of people blame Trump for the violence at the Capitol, and the panic buttons were ripped out of Ayanna Pressley's desk, evidently that it was an inside job, the Capitol raid. So yeah, there's that. I'll talk to you guys later.